Almost strike. And I think here, again, we'll go target, status. Oh no, we already know he can attack. So there we go. Long-winded, and boy, I'll put a note in the video to skip over all that mess. Okay, so there we go. All that work for temporary characters, but I hope that was interesting to some. I find it great. I just love having all those tactic slots available right from the beginning, and I find it really fun pondering out the best way to use them.
And I'm off.
Hail! I'm told you all have business in the...
Sorry, skipped dialogue. He was just being a doorman anyway. So, now let's see if I have any bugs. You can have bugs in tactics, certain things never getting activated and that sort of thing. And it's sometimes you don't notice at all, but...
Don't say I didn't warn you!
So you see, this wasn't activated until he had room.
Do not falter!
Let's have at it!
See? There you go, Indomitable got turned on. So did you see that? As soon as he had used up enough stamina that it wouldn't cost anything, he turned on Indomitable. And there's Alistair's got his skill turned on. And one of the things, I think I may have made a mistake. Target health is less than 20. No, I got it right. I thought I got this backwards, but... Activate shield cover, and he should deactivate shield cover shortly. Again, it's not always instant, and there it goes. I find also once you start to trust it, you don't pay so much attention to those details. They don't seem to discover the mode that they're exploring, for example, if they're just standing still. It's only when they take their first couple of steps that they'll notice that sort of thing.
Going.
So really in that fight, I did almost nothing, to be quite honest, and for some reason I find that really enjoyable. It's certainly not for everybody. The whole tactics thing would really spoil the game for some people, I think. It really adds a lot for me, and I really don't know why. Thinking about it logically, I would think that I wouldn't enjoy it either, because I'm doing so little. In the really tough fights, there's a lot to do, so you don't lose out. But I enjoy just watching it and tuning the tactics. And also, if you want, it's very easy to, character by character, turn off their tactics. So you could have your mage following tactics and your other characters, so you have to micromanage them. And
Over here!
so you can really tune the game to your enjoyment. And of course you can turn off tactics for the controlled character.
Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
Okay, well, if we cut him into 4 pieces, he'll be way easier to carry. Okay, let's try and bandage him up.
I have bandages in my pack.
No, you don't, actually.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here.
Oh, you dropped your kidney. Well, best
Did
of
you
luck.
hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the 4 of us slay? 12? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back.
Well, call me a fool, but seasoning your men seems to be just tempting fate and making them tasty. Overcoming these dangers is part of our test. So really, I want to say, you sound like a coward to me, but internally she's thinking, no, I have to fight my opinion. These guys are only trying to help me, so overcoming these dangers is part of our test.
That's true.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
So, who's going to carry me? Ooh. I think that's the first time I've seen wildlife like that running around. I've seen rats and things, but the squirrel just ran across the path. Okay, so I think I'm just going to barge into battle here. You know, I could switch to a ranged weapon, but of course I'm a rogue. Let's head on in. Damn the torpedoes. Full speed ahead. Attack! Now, I've seen this before. A slight bug in the tactics. Occasionally she will back away too far from the fight and not continue the fight. It doesn't happen very often, and you notice immediately, so it hasn't bothered me.
Let's do this quickly, shall we? Now this should be fun. All right, I'm game.
Don't say I didn't.
Attack! So I think you saw there a lot of the tactics where she was moving to the back of a fight and that sort of thing, how well that works. And like I mentioned down there, I do think there's a slight bug where occasionally she won't attack. But of course you're paying quite a bit of attention to the battles anyway. So
Oh, right.
it doesn't happen very often, and it's never caused me any harm. So I love the add-in. Have I said that? I really love the add-in. Anyway. Sorry, coughing. Alright, again, let's just barge right in.
Right to the face!
How about you go? Let's do this quickly, shall we?
Okay, done with you now!
So, a little... Well, we'll wait for this final fight here. I think... Let's see what's... Okay. Let's head on there. I know we get attacked by some rogues and things. But let's go ahead and continue the fight. Yeah, there's
Not
the rogue.
bad.
There we are.
Shall we? Oh.
So what I was going to say there is a little bit of role-playing justification for her playing style, my playing style.
And I'm off.
So what I'm using is a justification for being not so roguelike in parts of this game.
Oh,
Like
right.
a true rogue would kind of stand back until the tank had generated aggro and would never be first into battle like that. I mean, a true rogue. So what I've decided her backstory is, since she was trained by her mother, essentially by herself, you know, the beginning story suggested that she was trained alone by her mother. She wouldn't have learned those sort of tactics.
Yes.
She would have learned to be very independent. So she's a rogue that goes charging into battle and assumes that any other fighters will be behind her to help. So there's the subtle darkspawn rogues roaring before they decloak.
And I'm on. Oh, look, it wants to fight. Now that you're dead.
We fight!
Bad,
I think
not
we
bad
work
at
well
all.
together.
So those tactics seem to be working very well. I didn't spend a lot of time on them, but they do seem to be applying their sustained skills once their stamina has been used and that sort of thing. So they seem to be working very well. Oh, forgot one guy. Now if you're wondering, this isn't a blind Let's Play. Just thought I'd clear that up, you know. It's not obvious. Okay, so yeah, played this hundreds of times probably. I really haven't counted, but I probably could do this quite easily in my sleep.
That won't stop me.
So let's go ahead and heal myself. I did change targets there. So doing a little bit of rogue. So even though I'm sort of independent, I'm smart enough to see an opportunity. Switch back to this one.
Is that the robe you're wearing? It really suits you. You asked for it.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
So in this case, for example, where we wait until his stamina has dropped to half, you can see how beneficial that is. I mean, what a waste of stamina if you immediately turn on Indomitable or leave it on. And of course I have that secondary rule that if it becomes obvious that Indomitable will be useful, he'll turn it on immediately. So it's win-win. Sort of a free skill, basically.
Huh.
All right. And we found our first nice sword. So let's go ahead and see.
Yes.
I can't remember who gets benefit of that. I think it's a... Yeah, it's a great sword. So Jory's going to use it. Although that's not bad. Yeah, Jory, you go ahead and use it. I don't think we have anything else in particular that's worth the trouble. Yeah, let's go give him a helm. Him a helm. Sorry, Jory. Actually, let's... I don't need to micromanage at this level this early in the game. I decided Jory, being more of a melee, is a better person for that helm than a range fighter, but, you know, this early in the game, that's not going to make any difference at all. Alright, that's good, and we have another level up. I love level ups. I haven't decided whether I'm going to set these on auto level up or, well, when I get a real party, if I'm going to set them on auto level up or manage it myself. I think in Dragon Age 2 I'll be setting them to fully automatic. That's a blind Let's Play, and I'm finding it difficult to learn the game trying to micromanage all the characters, but in this game, not so much. Okay, so now we have a choice to make. Coercion. The first time level 2 coercion I think comes in handy is it Redcliffe? Yeah. Up until then I think we can get away with just one. So let's go ahead and get this maxed out as fast as possible. It's not really necessary. You can see, well, we don't need it till level 9. Alright, so let's go ahead and do coercion. Now, we have to decide, I think lockpick. There's probably better uses. You know, maybe combat movement or deadly strike, but I'm gonna get lockpick out of the way. You know, the less chests that I have to walk past, the better for me personally, so. And of course, the first really tough battle is over there, but we're going to go this way and clean up. Gee, what could that be? Oh, surprise, surprise, a rogue out of nowhere.
Let's do this quickly, shall we?
Push them back!
All right. I think I'll go for the big guy. There's a bunch of people up here. We can split the party and send some up here, but we'll survive no
Look up
problem.
there!